Woo, how y'all doing? This has been quite a week, I gotta tell you. I had one viewer ask me if I did the voice for Hank Hill on, oh hell, I can't think of the name of the cartoon, but you know, where I'll sell propane and propane accessories. Oh hell, King of the Hill, that's what it is, yeah. I've been asked a lot of things, I ain't never been asked that. Anyway, this here is just a coffee chat. Today makes 8 months now that I've gone without a cigarette. And I gotta tell you, it's been a little bit of a challenge, but nothing I couldn't handle. I'm gonna break my arm and pat myself on the back. But hell, after 40 years of smoking and just quit, I deserve to pat myself on the back, I think. I know that sounds egotistical, but fuck it. Anybody can quit after 40 years, they do it all right in my book. But it's been 8 months and I still get cravings almost every day. But nothing I can't just like sweep under the rug. But a lot of crap's out this past week. I wanted to go over with you. The most current thing that's happening right now in my area is a fake gas shortage, or a customer created gas shortage. Now, for those of you that aren't almost 60 years old, you can't remember back in the 70s when we had our first fake oil shortage. There was plenty of oil, there was plenty of gasoline, but the media got people all worked up in a tizzy, got them all scared and shit, and people started filling up their cars, filling up extra containers, because they thought there wasn't going to be no gas. Well, I remember clearly one day in high school, the teacher said, raise your hand if your gas tank in your car is full. Everybody in there that had a car raised their hand. He said, now keep your hands up. He said, now, everybody who before this gas shortage began, leave your hands up if you usually ran around with less than a quarter of a tank. And everybody had their hands up. Because back then gas was 29, 39 cents a gallon. It wasn't much at all, maybe 49. I remember my dad coming home and telling me that gas was going to go to over $1 a gallon. And I told him there wasn't no damn way. And sure enough. Well, people sometimes just plain piss me off. Now, supposedly what has happened is a gas line was ruptured that provided about 40% of the gasoline to our area. Okay, not all of it, about 40%. Well, and they talk about gas might go up a little bit. Okay, first of all, why are them some bitches raising the price of gas? Just cause they want to. Just because they damn well want to, them sons of bitches. But anyway, I mean, gas that you've got in the ground at your gas station in the tank right now did not cost you any more money today than it did yesterday or the day before or whatever, because you've had that gas there. We got one damn convenience store in my town. I will not say what nationality the people are that run it, but their gasoline went from $1.89 to $2.49 overnight. price gouging motherfuckers. Pardon my language, but by God, that's what they are. It's a bunch of price gouging sons of bitches that would deliberately raise their price 50 to 60 cents a gallon just because they could. Because everybody else in town started running out. They're the only ones left. By God, they just jacked that price up. You know, you want their gas, you're going to pay for it. Motherfuckers. They ought to be in jail. I know there is a law against price gouging, but I don't know how much you got to gouge or what percentage you got to gouge before it's illegal. Oh, man. Anyway, you can see people lined up everywhere. All the gas stations, people lined up, filling up their cars. Why? I mean, they even said that the broken line will be repaired in a couple of days. Well, your local gas companies have gas in inventory to go out and do their normal weekly refills to the gas station. So people just piss me off sometimes. Oh. Now folks, I love doing these videos and I love sharing with you, try to help young people that don't have much life experiences or don't have much experience doing different jobs. I try to share with you my experience, make things easier for you, or just educate you on how to do something. And it's one old boy. He made a comment on my video where I talked about the Harbor Freight airless paint sprayer. I love that damn thing. And I was on there talking about the paint I like. I love that paint. Well, he was crying and whining because 23 ounces of tint wouldn't tint white primer, a 5-gallon bucket now. He's complaining because he couldn't tint that white primer down to solid black. He wanted black. Well, they put 23 ounces of tint in and it got dark gray. But he's whining and bitching about the paint because he couldn't get it to solid black. Well, that should have been my first flag that something ain't right about this kid. Well, I figured 23 ounces out of 640, which is 5 gallons, was only 3.5%. So he's putting 3.5% black tint in there and expecting it to tint 100% of it black. It don't work that way, people. Oh. Anyway, today took the cake. Oh my God, he said he was complaining that he ever found my videos, that he ever found my channel. Oh my God, he was telling just, oh, what a terrible experience was to have ever come across me and my paint sprayer, because it made a total mess in his basement. I got a feeling it was in his mama's basement, because when I went to do a little searching on his channel, all it was video games, where he uploaded video games, you know, that he was playing. Now, don't knock anybody that plays video games. You know, I've enjoyed them, you know, many times. But when this boy starts bitching about the mess he made in his basement and blaming me for it, I had to go back to my video and watch it so I could get exact. And at 14 minutes and 2 seconds on my video, I tell everybody, make sure you get the correct tip for this paint, or it's going to be like spraying sheetrock mud. You got to get a tiny little orifice, and you know, get online and look and see what size it is you need, because it's a different tip than what comes with the paint gun. But oh, it does. It just looks like somebody just put it in their mouth and spit it out on the wall if you don't use the right tip. So he was blaming me because he wouldn't listen. So I just deleted his ass. Hell with him. But what do y'all think about the NFL, huh? What do you think about all these people that are wanting to protest during the national anthem? Nah, it just pisses me off. So from this day forward, I no longer watch the NFL. And I would love it if a bunch of people would leave comments saying, I ain't watched them neither. Just the hell with them. You know, a bunch of overpaid sons of bitches. I mean, that's just the reason the prices of stuff goes up. You know, how can somebody justify that a house in San Francisco, California, a little old dinky ass house is worth $2 million? Because people will pay it. That's why. Because people will pay it. Well, by God, we got to quit paying this ridiculous price. You know, get shit to come back down. Well, anyway, I'm not watching the NFL no more. I watch some college ball. If they start that crap, I just won't watch football at all. I enjoy it, but the hell with it. I'll get on YouTube and learn something. Now, I want you to think about this for just a minute. Why would any company or any person donate thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars to a political candidate? Why? And you must honestly say to yourself, so they can call in a favor, right? Hey, I donated $250,000 to your campaign and got you elected. Now then, I need you to take care of this. Well, my big kick is insurance companies, and you may have heard this before, but it really pisses me off when freaking insurance companies are controlling our government. And I guess what got me reminded about this today was trying to buy a hot patch. Now again, you got to be about my age to remember the old Camel and Monkey brand hot patches. I think another one was Shaper or Shader or Shaler or something. Anyway, when you went to patch a hole in your bicycle tube or your automobile inner tube, you had a clamp and it had a rubber patch that was affixed to a piece of metal, and you peeled this protective wax paper off, the plastic cover off of this rubber. You placed this right over the hole. You clamped it down, and on the back of the metal was like real thick cardboard, but it was impregnated with shit that would burn, like firecracker, like gunpowder. And you'd scratch it up a little bit, then light it, and it would just sit there and sizzle and smoke and stink and all that kind of stuff. But our freaking government has decided, oh, you shouldn't do that no more because it stinks and people will breathe that shit and it's not good for them. Ooh. So you can't buy them damn hot patches in the United States no more. I'm going to get me some out of Mexico. Hey, if anybody's got some of those hot patches, please let me know. I sure would like to get some of them. But what got me thinking about that was because I got a bicycle give to me. It was it was thrown away. And the only thing wrong with it is the plastic on the seat was tore a little bit and the front tire was flat. But the tires look brand new. I turned the crank and pedal perfect, it brakes perfect, even the front brake squeezed out, it was perfect. But the seat had a little plastic, the seat had a tear in it and had a flat front tire. And I showed it to my wife, I said, I got this for free, I'm going to take this and let our grandson have it, and if he don't want to ride it, we'll at least have it here, and when his friends come to visit him, if my grandson is riding his bicycle, then his friend to have a bicycle ride. Well, my wife says, well, let's get a torn plastic seat. Let's buy a new seat for it. They wanted $13 plus tax at Walmart for a little bicycle seat. $13. You know, right behind us on racks was brand new kids' bicycles for $40. And how can you justify $13 for a bicycle seat? That's craziness, just absolute craziness. But anyway, decided I was going to patch. Well, I'm going to make a video because there's a lot of young people out there that have never ever fixed an inner tube, and I'm going to show how to, you know, patch a tube, because people need to know how to do this kind of stuff. You ain't always going to be able to afford new. You know, at least that's what this channel is all about. It's doing it cheap. I bought a new tube just in case, but also bought a repair kit, and hell, I couldn't believe how expensive that was. You can't just buy little simple kits no more. They will extravagant prices. It's going to cost 50 cents. It's going to cost 50 cents to repair this inner tube. Shit. But anyway, the daggum insurance companies get in here and they pad the pockets of the politicians to get laws passed. Now, I've already had people tell me that I was crazy because I didn't like seat belts. But I guarantee you that's from some yuppies out there that are much younger than me, that grew up all their life not knowing what it was like to ride without a seatbelt. Okay? If you know, like my grandson, he knows when he gets in the car, got to fasten his seatbelt. He's never known riding without one. I mean, hell, we'd ride back the pickup truck, standing up, leaning over the cab, you know, waving at people, going down the road at, you know, 55, 65 miles an hour. That wasn't no big deal. But nowadays, you can't be doing that shit. Hell, you got to wear a helmet and ride a bicycle. What kind of craziness is it? What kind of bunch of pussies has our damn government turned us into? Oh, it's crazy. Let me tell you what our government has done to us. You can buy a brand spanking new car in India for about $3,500. Brand new. But it doesn't have all the safety features. It doesn't have the airbags. It doesn't have the seat belts. It doesn't have a padded dash. I mean, it's just a car for about $3,500, brand spanking new. But you can't buy that here in the United States because it don't meet the United States safety standards unless you build it yourself. Here in the United States, at least we can still go out in our own garage and build our own car and tag it, you know, and put it on the highway. We built our own car, and we do not have to meet the standards. Not have to have a seatbelt in it. I don't know. You know, just because of the law. And if I hadn't already said it, I want to say it. Yeah, I already said it. I've gone 8 months now without a cigarette. Well, folks, I've been ranting and raving, and now that I want to say some nice things. I appreciate y'all so very much. I'm within just a few more subscribers, and we're going to hit 3,000, and we're going to have our giveaway. And I just wish, you know, that all of you, I wish all of you could win. I wish I could afford to, you know, send everybody a free t-shirt, but I just can't do it. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Watch my videos, tell your friends, share them, share my videos, tell your friends to subscribe, because the bigger we make this channel, the more things that we can do. And if there's anything I can do for you, you let me know. And I just want you to know that this past year has just been awesome for me. I've enjoyed this so much. I just started a year and a couple of weeks ago. A year and 2 weeks, about. I've started putting these videos out here on a regular basis, and it's just been fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I've met a lot of nice people, and even though I haven't laid eyes on somebody face to face, just chatting with you all the time on my videos is just a lot of fun. I really enjoy talking to all of you. All of you, I really do. And hell, I get missing some of you if I don't hear from you. But I will say this now. By God, Gene Chambers up there in Maine. Now, Gene Chambers, I'm gonna tell you right here now. If your name comes up 3 times in a row to win a T-shirt, you ain't getting it. I never seen nothing like that. I never in my life would have expected the same person to win 2 months or 2 drawings in a row. That's something. Anyway, got some good videos coming up. I'm opening the box and demonstrating and reviewing the 10-inch bevel sliding saw from Harbor Freight. Also the 12-inch sliding bevel compound saw. So the 10-inch, the 12-inch, and a comparison of the two. Going to be showing folks how to fix an inner tube. Oh shit. Anyway, got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. Y'all stay tuned. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right there. And I look forward to seeing you again. Like I said, we're almost at 3,000 subscribers. So let's get that done so we can give away another T-shirt and a couple of, I like doing it, cheap decals. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll better tomorrow. Bye.